I'm the most dominant center ever. I don't ever want to hear another name again.
Yeah, I do it big, big, big. I'm coming to win. I do it big, big, big. Say it again. I do it big, big, big. I'm coming to win. I do it big, big, big. Say it again. I do it big. I do it big, big, big. Say it again. I do it big.
How you living, how you feeling, how you doing, and welcome to the first edition of the brand new version of the Big Podcast with Shaq, where we always do it
Big.
That voice that you just heard was from a Martian that descended upon this planet more than 50 years ago, and the Earth has never been the same. He's one of the greatest basketball players ever. He's one of the greatest businessmen ever. He's a great dancer. He's a great singer. I've told he can share love with the best of them. That may have gone too far. But this man goes by one name and one name only, and it is Shaq.
Yeah, but you got to tell them where we are. The brand new
Shahuka Studios.
Shahuka Studios, man.
Unnamed location because we don't want random people driving 15 hours and finding it, which literally happened today.
Because you know what? If you do drive 15 hours, all you got to do is call my people. They'll let you in.
Yeah, apparently.
They'll let you in.
Look, when you're just like they were a well-dressed white couple. We all thought they belonged here.
Come on to Shaq's house and, just drop it off.
Man.
But Shaq's in bed. Okay, I'll wait. Shaq's sick. Okay, I'll wait. Just wait for me to get up in my undisclosed location.
Yeah, undisclosed. Area 51, Area 32. My name is Lefkoe, a.k.a. the Lefkoe, man, and it is an honor.
I like that.
Thanks.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get the instrumental and put your voice into
the remix guy.
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Just shout out to Method Man, Wu-Tang. That's like one of my favorite songs of all time. But I just want to say it's an honor being your host. Thank you for extending the olive branch and let me be a part of this.
I'm gonna start a new gang for you. It's called the VAM. Vanilla Abstract Mafia. Because for a white guy, you got a lot of flavor.
Thank you.
You got a lot of flavor. I mean,
I'll tell a little story. There was one night.
The first time I saw you and you started talking that hip hop stuff, I was like, man, you're like, I wanted to talk 80s white guy classics, but you threw it back and you started talking hip hop. I'm like,
one of your favorite things is like, what's your favorite white guy song?
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm okay. Yeah, he told my wife that I kind of had some black guy in me, and she didn't know how to handle that. My wife is Nigerian, by the way. But welcome to the show.
If Barkley got me sick, I'm gonna smack the shit out of his ass.
So
did you see him last night?
He looked really ill. He was doing that lean.
No, don't talk about it. Here it is right here.
What if Zion was in on that mix?
I hate you, man.
I'm just saying, Chuck, go your ass home, man.
Go home, man. We miss you, but we ain't gonna miss you. Merry Christmas.
Man, I can't even understand you. Go home. You know what? When I saw him leaning over, I thought of one movie, Outbreak, because he was just sitting there like. Remember the scene in Outbreak?
Why would he show up to work?
No, hold on. I watch a lot of movies, but this scene made me so mad in Outbreak. When the guy's on the airplane and he coughs. Look at this scene right here. You know the scene I'm talking about when the dude coughs and they show the spit and it comes back? Yeah.
Is that a weird thing for you? Because you have so many people that are trying to shake your hand, and at the same point, now in this world, we're like, dude, I'm not trying to get sick from these random people.
You know what's crazy? My grandmother, Mama, she was a very wise woman. She was hard. She had a lot of sayings. So, there's this theory that you can't get sick from being in the cold. You only get sick from germs. My grandmother always used to say, if you wash your ass and you wash your hands, you won't get sick.
So which one did Chuck not do?
Wash his ass.
Well, he loses bars of soap. Oh, man.
Because Chuck don't wear underwear.
What?
Chuck does not wear underwear.
A piece of pant away from little Chuck.
Little Chuck, yep. He don't wear no underwear.
So this is our Christmas episode, our holiday episode. Happy holiday. It's also our first, so it's a gift for us. I'm curious. I have heard you don't like gifts, and I wanted to know why that was, because I have a gift for you. But I want to know why.
And I will not receive it. Because ever since the good Lord has blessed me to take care of everybody, I became Santa. Hope there are any kids listening to this podcast, but my father let me know early, there ain't no Santa. I'm Santa. And ain't no all that waiting about it.
You, on our first episode,
no, because you know why?
tell the youth there isn't. If you were listening to this with your kids, I am sorry.
I'm just saying, I'm from the projects, New Jersey.
How did he tell you?
We ain't got no goddamn chimney. So we sitting there watching all the damn movies, and I'm like, we ain't got no fucking chimney. So my father be like, hey, we ain't no Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Matter of fact, come take a ride with me, and we going to go buy these toys for your sister. So anyway, ever since I've been blessed.
You were how old?
8 years old. 8. And I'm like, what? He's like, fuck that. Ain't no Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Let's go. So we go buy the toys, and I'm helping them put stuff together. He be like, this is what you're going to get on Christmas. I want you to look at it now. I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm Santa Claus. So
did you have to like pretend when you opened it?
yes, I did. Oh, thanks, Dad. But I already knew what I was getting. So
You've been acting since you were a kid.
I've been acting a long time. But ever since I've had the ability to bless my family, as long as they're fine, I'm fine.
So my gift for you,
I will not take it.
Is that you're the number 2 trending topic on Twitter/X right now. And I know that you love nothing more than a little motivation.
Yes.
Did you hear about First Take?
No.
Okay. Apparently, because on the Tuesday night TNT show, you said that Steph is...
It's not what I said. I asked. See, I hate you earthlings.
First of all, you told me that I'm not an earthling.
I didn't say anything. I asked.
You said, should Steph be in the conversation as the greatest of all time?
I do, because...
Which apparently caused them to have a conversation about where you rank. And so can I play you this gift?
Sure, play it.
First off, we got to hear Shaq now do this.
Who is that?
Shaq is
Chris Russo.
Who the fuck is that?
Hold on, you missed that. He said you're the 5th best center in the history of the NBA. Okay. Chris Russo is a legendary New York radio host.
Legendary to who?
He's in, I believe, the Hall of Fame.
No. Legendary to you. He's not a legend to me.
To earthlings in the New York region.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So he said, and he's on, by the way, with Stephen A. Smith and Jay Williams, who proceed to lose their minds. But here's the rest of the clip.
What? Shaq. What do you mean, what?
Who's the 4 ahead of Shaquille O'Neal? Have you lost your damn mind?
What? You want me to
Just
name
sure,
him?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Kareem.
Okay.
Will.
No. I'm not giving it to Will.
No, you guys are crazy.
You're not giving it to Will.
No. You're not going to put Will Chamberlain, who averaged 50 points a game and scored 100 a game and 30
taller? Who is a foot taller than 99% of the league?
Yeah,
the most
dominant player in NBA history. Who was stopping Shaquille O'Neal in any era? And Tim Duncan is better than he is. Tim Duncan's better. And I'll tell you something, 2 other guys.
That's not a center. Tim Duncan's
Elijah Wan is better. Who beat him 4 straight games.
2-time champion of Shaq's 4. No scoring titles to Shaq's 2. What are you talking about?
And I'll tell you somebody else who's better. You can laugh where you want.
I love Hakeem, but he won Shaq.
Oh, he's a better player than Shaq. Oh, God, he's better. First off, he played Shaq and beat him 4 straight games. Define me better player.
All right, and here comes the last one.
I'm waiting for the definition, please. Okay, first off, who did Shaq beat in the NBA final in the pivot?
The last one, because he's talking too much, is Moses Malone.
Got it.
He said Kareem, Wilt, Olajuwon, and Moses Malone. It's a gift because I know, 1, you love being mentioned with the greats. It's something you love. But 2, you love when somebody questions you. What did you think after hearing that?
Okay, so I've programmed myself, because let's just get it straight. I will smack the shit out of that dude. But let's get off that, because I can't be on that. I'm corporate. So to get me off that, I had to learn how to see if there's some truth in the criticism. I disagree. However, Kareem, yes. Wilt, only because he has more points than me. And that's the only thing about that upsets me about my career. Missed 250 games, right, at 25. That's another 5,000 points. That would have put me past Wilt. Miss a shitload of free throws. That would have put me past Wilt. So because he has more points, I'll let that slide. But I wanted to pass him up. So I was going to boastfully and arrogantly say, I'm the most dominant center ever. I don't ever want to hear another name again. Okay? So that will put me at number 3. I passed Hakeem Olajuwon up. The King beat me. I came back and beat him. Moses was alone. I passed him up 4, 5, 6 years ago before I retired. So, I will put myself at number 3. Criticism and stories don't bother me because if you look at the reality of the situation, high school, undefeated. LSU, statue, retired jersey. Orlando Magic, about to be the first retired jersey. LA, retired jersey, statue. I did my thing. So when people like that, when they say certain things, I don't. But I asked the question because you talk about all these things, status. Oh, he has this many rings and this many rings. I've never seen nobody do what Steph Curry has done. So that's why I asked, should we put him in?
Well, like you just said when you were comparing yourself to Wilt, you used points. But I just can't get out of my head, like, my phrase I always say is if the aliens came down and we had to send one human to battle them, I'm sending Shaquille O'Neal. And so I think that if you went up against Wilt, if we're not looking at stats,
I'm gonna bust him and Kareem S.
Right.
And then, but what I like about these conversations is there's so many questions. What era are we playing in? What rules?
Right.
Young Shaq, old Shaq.
Which Shaq would you pick?
Orlando Shaq, because he had it all, but he just didn't have the discipline to know how to win.
Yeah, I would send year 1 or 2 LA Shaq.
We could have beat Houston, but that was all my fault. It really was. Because we were rolling and we beat the Bulls because, everybody was afraid of Mike. But I grew up watching karate movies. At some point, the student has to take out the master to become the master. And if you're the man, I want that. We did it and we beat him and we had 10 days off. And that's when the trouble started. Parties at my crib, parties at D. Scott crib. I was renting private jets back before that was a thing. Me and D. Scott, we in this little ass jet. We fly to Atlanta. We in Magic City for 2 days because we had 5 days off. So we was going crazy. Like we beat Mike, and we had beat Houston during the year. Yeah. This is about to be my first ring, so I didn't know how to keep that focus. I let off, and then when I played against Akeem, who was my idol, I showed him too much respect. When you're battling against a person, you show people respect by showing them none. But Akeem was just, instead of bowling him in his face, I play, Instead of doing my move, when I turn, knock his teeth out his mouth, and it lost. But it taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that if I ever get back to that position again, to dominate. And that's what I did. And that's why I'm the 5th best center.
Just to wrap up that?
Yeah.
If you could say one thing to that commentator, Chris Russo, what would you say?
I don't. No,
you would just leave it alone.
Listen, man, I'm 50 years old. I survived all the rah-rah, and then what can I do about it? Can't do nothing about it. Like, if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, that's going to jeopardize the Shahuka Empire. So he said what he said.
Since you're not going to do it, we can pretend. Like, what would you do? Would it be a backhand? Would it be an uppercut? Would you pick him up, choke slam him like Undertaker? No. What would the move be?
No, it'll be just a smack.
Just a...
Yeah, I would just come up to him and be like, what'd you say? And I don't care what... Anything come out of his mouth is just going to be, wow.
Wow. I don't care.
Yeah, wow. But no, listen, it's all entertainment.
We don't condone violence.
And hold on, Tim Duncan ain't no center. A lot of people trying to do that shit lately. No, I ain't letting that shit ride. He's great.
You were up against David Robinson.
No, that's my point. He's a power forward. Keep him over there. Don't even try it, people. And then the greatest of all time conversation.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
It's still not the right conversation.
So you guys were saying on TNT,
y'all missing the
Jordan,
name.
LeBron, Kareem.
No, I didn't say
This is
anything.
what Kenny said, Kenny Smith. And so who else is being missed?
You tell me.
Well, no, you clearly have somebody in your mind.
No, the whole world has somebody in his mind.
Kobe.
Thank you.
Okay.
So until you can constantly say his name, it ain't no real document to me.
Can I give you credit? Most of my life, I was being told this feud between you and Kobe. And then when you guys sat down together and mended that relationship, I think it takes a big man to not only like move past that, but then celebrate that man from then on.
But what y'all have to understand was never a feud.
It was the game.
No, it wasn't. You got to understand there's one boss and one boss only. And a lot of times, you got people that work for you. It don't go like that.
Yeah.
However, the respect has to always be there. We don't see eye to eye. See this little guy over there, been best friends since he's 2 years old. We fight every day. But guess what? I'll never disrespect my little kin. If anybody else respect my kin, they're going to have problems with me.
Yeah.
But it ain't a feud. It just looks like a feud. Because I'm going to keep it real. When I'm getting double, he the first dude I'm looking for.
Right.
When he getting double, I'm the first dude he looking for. Forget all that. And I hate the outsiders that say you have to be this, you have to be that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need all that. So the fact that, and then me being the master marketer that I am, I did what I had to do so y'all talk about us.
Right.
Like, for example, Mad Dog and them, they just play right into my hand. I know people was going to talk about it, so thank you. Like, people, I think people forget sometimes I have 4 degrees. You got to understand that before I say it, I'm already stopping time, and I already know what everybody's going to do. When I said that about Zion, I already know what was going to happen. He's either going to be pissed off and say, fuck Shaq, or he's going to be real sensitive. That's it. I already know these things. So that's why I didn't come out and say it, because I don't want people to bash you. I said, should we? I just want people to think about it, because you ain't never seen nobody play like that.
The thing
ever.
about Steph is he's undeniably the greatest shooter ever. And
he has that category.
Because like every other category, you go, who's the best passer ever? Is it Stockton? Is it Jay Kidd? Who is it? Who's the most dominant player ever? Oh, is it Shaq? Is it Will? You got eras and all that. There is no denying that when it comes to putting the ball in the hoop from outside the lane, it's Stephen Curry. And not a lot of people can say that about other categories.
So out of 4 or 5, maybe 6 statistical categories, he doesn't dunk and he doesn't play defense, according to the people. So
right.
so that eliminates him from
at an elite level, right?
So does that eliminate him from being the greatest player?
You love to post the Dream Fives. I think that Steph goes in every Dream 5 because he makes everyone else better because of the gravity he has. Because if he's standing out the 3-point lane, Shaq now has space inside. But if you put MJ out, and I don't want to compare. Well, if you put a non-super elite 3-point shooter, they can step off of him a little bit. So Steph makes everybody better.
I think he should be in consideration to be in that conversation.
And I think that's an honor to even be in the conversation.
The man doing. I only seen that one time, and I saw it for 700 days.
How about, let me ask you this question. Who are the top 5 most entertaining basketball players to watch ever?
Ever?
Steph's on there.
I'm starting off with the king, who don't get enough credit, by the way. Dr. J. He was the first. And then Magic brought the
Okay.
right? And then Jordan brought the whoo, right? And then after that is Steph is the best shooter. And then after that, I don't know.
Then you start going, because entertaining could be like a Vince Carter. Right. It could be a Dominique Will. You know what I mean? Like now we're getting into like how you find. But I do like your core 4 of Dr. J, MJ, Steph, and Magic.
And you got to understand, for a guy like me coming from where I come from, if you mention my name, we made it. Because there was times me and Ken robbed a couple stores and, and police ran up on us.
How were you going to hide?
No, bro, you just make that left. He go left, I go right. We cut to the projects.
Yeah, but they're going to be like, hey, Shaq, we know it was you.
But
you're a foot taller than everybody.
You know what's crazy? Statute of limitations up. We are 135 and 0 with stealing stuff. Never got caught by the authorities. Always got our ass whipped when we got
When's
home.
the last time you stole something?
I'm not going to answer that.
Well, that is...
The white man just tried to set me
Get
up.
him!
I'm not answering. Hell no.
Hear that, guys? We got him. Because I bet you there's a small part of you that even though you could buy the whole store, you're like, let me take these Tic Tacs real quick. Let me just see what this feels like. It's okay. We won't tell anybody.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. I knew it.
No, but we always used to steal and never get caught. As soon as we get home, we're like, what the hell y'all been doing? Nothing. Empty your pockets. Where the fuck y'all get them M&M from? Ass whooping. Aunt Vivi and Big Lou used to tear our ass up.
So these are lessons that I'm not going to pass along to my 3-week-old son, Prince.
Where you get the M&M from? Somebody get into. Oh, now y'all taking shit from strangers?
Oh, belt?
Oh, belt.
So you were belt? You got the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah,
I was
belt.
always threatened with the belt. I never got the
no,
belt.
belt.
I got smacked.
Belt.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to get belt all the time. Speaking of kids,
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to you for your beautiful, gorgeous son, who I will be hiring for Reebok. I'm telling you now. Once he get a little taller and
Yeah.
he will be in my baby.
I
Reebok
told my
campaign.
wife, I
He's
said, Shaq saw a picture of our son and he was blown away.
stunning. I'm glad he looks like her. But
Damn.
you ready for fatherhood?
I've been spit on now.
Yeah,
He's pooped on me.
nice.
There was one time I was changing and I had to matrix out the way from a little pee. But it's the greatest thing ever, man. I've never felt anything like it.
Let me give you some advice. Not now because he's
would love
little. Round 1 or 2, when he starts, terrible twos, let her be the bad guy. And I say that because you're going to be boom, 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 boom. You don't want to be gone. He gets in trouble, and then when you come home, you jump on him. She done already jumped on him, and I know she's Nigerian. I know she's not going to play.
Yeah.
You just, sweet talking. Hey, mommy spanked you because when she said put your toys in, so mate, you can't have two bad guys.
Somebody has to be.
Yeah, because I used to make that mistake. I used to go for a week, and then when I come home, and then
They probably don't even want to see you at that point.
exactly. So when you leave and when you come back, make sure you're not the bad guy. And always say yes, brother. Always say yes.
Okay, my question for you would be, how do I not laugh when they do something that I know is wrong,
It's
but
hard.
it's hilarious?
It's hard.
Because even the other day, I'm holding him and he just stares me dead in the eye and then and I just start dying laughing, but at the same time, bro, that was so unnecessary.
It's hard, but times have changed, and the things we used to get in trouble for, it's hard. Bro.
Doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Because you grew up in a military family, right? So you were on discipline on 100.
Yeah, and I got touched up.
Right.
But you know how they say it takes a village to raise a neighborhood? Yeah. Miss Johnson around the corner, if she saw you acting crazy, she will spank you, then call your mom and tell you what you did.
Could you imagine if that happened now?
Oh, yeah. It'd be
Neighbor hits kid.
But it needs to happen. You know why?
Yeah.
I'm tired of these badass kids. You seen that clip about the little kid?
Which one?
I'm going to show it to you right now.
Okay.
My son wasn't happy about his car getting stuck in the snow.
Whoa. Oh, man. Okay. So how would Lefkoe handle that? I would be laughing. I wouldn't try and let him see that I was laughing. And then I'd pull him to the side and be like, hey, we don't say that word. We don't do that. But I'm dying. How am I supposed to handle that?
Okay.
He looks like an angry 50-year-old man.
There ain't no witnesses around. I might have to let that one ride.
Because he didn't say it to somebody.
Right. It just and then he said it because he heard me say it. It ain't like he just pulled that word out. So now, if it's around people, I have to pull them to the side and be like, hey, can't do that, my G.
What did you almost say? Did you just say MFer?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I don't.
I was like, I wonder why he's talking like that.
I don't talk to my kids like that in public.
Yeah. As your daughter shakes her head. So, when was the first time that one of your kids repeated something you said and you were like, damn?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah. But I have really excellent kids. So you just have to.
I'm coming to you for advice.
With me, I always got in trouble, no matter what. Wash the dishes. If it was a smudge on the dish, I get in trouble. So with them being so great, I don't really bother them. Every now and then I have to raise my voice, but the girls, I used to, when I would spank them, I put my hand on top of their hand and I spank my hand.
So they could feel it, but it wasn't real.
They wouldn't feel it, but they thought they getting spanked and they'd be, but I never
I couldn't imagine having a daughter. I would just melt. How do you even deal with that?
You just got to say yes.
Okay.
You got to say yes. But and then it's funny that I don't think a lot of parents do this. I was 60-40. I'm 60 your friend and then 40 parent. Because again, I'm in and out. So mom did, the moms did the bulk of the work. So when I come home and I'm trying to at least make them laugh. And my baby did a great job of understanding that daddy works like a mug. So I didn't want to always be.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like we had this thing called Dog Man. And when I be gone for a while, I come in the house and I just act like a wild dog and start chasing the kids. They love that. They'll be like, hey, Daddy. Be like, I'm not Daddy, I'm Dog Man. I just drop my bag and I just take them and chase them in the room and start biting. They love that. And then we had one called Roly Poly where I get on my bed and I roll and they would have to jump over me and if they would make the jump, I'll roll on top of them.
Oh, man, this is like when my dad, we would go in the pool and I would like go on his back and he would like go underwater. Yes. Man, now I'm like getting excited to do this with my son. I might have to steal Dog Man.
No, I'm telling you, Dog Man is a hit. You remember Dog Man, Tara? Yes.
Now she's terrified of dogs.
Yeah.
So speaking, we were talking about gifts and all that stuff. What do you think was the coolest gift you ever gave? Not ever received, ever gave. Like, what was the one that you were actually really proud about?
When you become a father, you always want to be able to provide. So with me being blessed, they always got whatever they wanted. But
was there a reaction that you saw that you were like, oh, wow?
It's just like I always wanted, like my parents are the biggest thing to me. They're not rich, they're not famous, but my mother, the biggest woman ever. My dad, who high school diploma, Army drill sergeant, was the one that gave me this. They're bigger than life to me. I want to be like that to my babies. And that's why I do other stuff. Oh, he's a good superstar and all that. That's cool, but because like my parents who really didn't have an education, education. I'm like, why? Like I want to be like, you didn't do that, and I got all these contracts. We good, but so that's why the masters and the doctorate and own all these business because I want them to be able. I want to be the biggest thing that they look up to.
Mine was a Nintendo. I got a Nintendo when I was 6. Blew my face off.
Oh, they got all that.
Yeah. So I wasn't getting all that, but Nintendo was sick.
But they used to like little stuff. Like when we was living in Orlando in the summer, we do activities. They like to go to Gatorland. And my friend, not me, but would see other animals and they somehow end up in the gator pond. I'm just playing.
Damn.
Strike that from the tape. Hey, man, it's nature. It ain't me. Is that a raccoon in the gator pond?
They're just throwing animals in the gator pond? I said they.
See? When I say something, Mad Dog Max, you take it, you twist it, you throw it around. That's not what I said. I just said I saw.
The Big Podcast with Shaq is presented by Factor. It's that time of the year. You're trying to get everything done. You're trying to get ready for the new year, and you have those New Year resolutions. The best way to attack it all, those ready-to-eat meal plans from Factor. They are dietitian approved. They are delicious. It is not just for dinner. They can take care of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service. I know everyone thinks they're going to do meal planning, and then you don't, and then you order in. Let Factor take care of it, okay? And Shaq is here because the big fella's always looking for your back pocket. Factormeals.com/ShaqFactor50. Use code ShaqFactor50 to get 50% off. ShaqFactor50 at factormeals.com, and you will get 50% off. Let's attack 2024. Let's get those abs. Factormeals.com. Have you ever been given something that even, I know as someone that doesn't want gifts, that even though it shocked you a little bit, like somebody was so gracious?
I like drones.
You do. Dude, we opened the door yesterday to the car and he saw a drone in the back seat, and I've never seen your eyes light up like that. Like he held this little ass box up and he's like, wow.
My cousin Kenny bought me this $15,000 drone.
Oh no.
It's about this big. And because I don't really know how to fly them, so it connects to the satellite, and no matter where you are,
it can find you.
No, you hit the home button and it comes back. So the first time he did it, he looked and I'm like, oh, that's CVS. Oh, that's Walmart. He hit the home button and come back. So I say, let me do it. So I go, then the wind starts picking up, That motherfucker's still in the air. That still ain't come down yet.
It's out there somewhere. You hit the home button and everything.
Yeah, I'm talking big, pretty. I'm talking like this. Kenny was so mad. He's like, "Yo, man, I just paid $15." I'm like, "Hey, man, I hit the home button."
There has been a disruption to the International Space Station. We don't know what it is.
Bro,
Shaq's drone.
I went back over there. He's like, "You're going too far." I was like, "Hey, I know what I'm doing." And then like I got turned around. I was like, "Where?" I don't know where I'm at. I hit that home button, and motherfucker just took off. Yeah.
So this, I thought about this on the way over here. I want you to compete, and I'm hoping the big podcast can make it possible, in one of those drone racing leagues.
Let's do it.
Like I was like, man, Shaq saw the drone and lit up. Because have you seen those videos?
Yeah, would it be?
Do you think you'd be good at racing, or are you just good at losing drones?
I think if I can learn that course, I think I can probably get it in. But I'm definitely a drone loser. I lose them all the time.
Over under 10.
Oh, way over.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, like hundreds.
100. So you get a drone, and the drone lasts for how long? Like you have a drone for 20 minutes?
I lost Kenny's big satellite drone. That's the biggest one. That was 15,000. Then I lost about 20,000. Oh, the ones on Amazon that cost $200, I lost about 200-300 of those.
So you just get them, go up, left, right, go as far as they can, and now we've lost a drone.
Now we've lost a drone. Like I got one over there across the street in a tree, and yeah, I just.
My dream is there's some neighbor that has hundreds of your drones in their yard right now, and they don't know where they're coming from.
I met the ultimate woman that will never leave you.
Okay.
I'm in love with this woman because she never tells me no. Her name is Amazon. I get whatever I want off Amazon.
2 days or less.
Yes, and guess what? She don't talk back.
Don't charge you for shipping.
Don't charge me. And guess what? I either get it the next day or the day after that.
I'm next daying you drones as soon as I get home.
Yeah, bro, I love Amazon.
You have a drone company?
No, I don't.
Come on.
I'm on Amazon so much my family told me to go to sleep at night. Like, bro, go to sleep at night. You just buy. You know what? We're going to do a segment, the shit that Shaq buys off Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just look at your orders?
I got one. Kenny, go upstairs. You see the geek right there on my other thing.
Okay, while you look for that, I'm going to pitch you 2 marketing ideas that I just came up with. Number 1 company, the Shaq Unlosable Drone. I have flown I've lost over 500 drones, but I've created the one that's unlosable.
And what percentage do you want of that company?
I would like 3.4%.
I'll give you 15 because you're a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. Let's do it.
That was the first idea, unlosable drone.
Okay, but how is it unlosable?
We'll figure that out in testing and science and stuff. Come up with the idea, and then we'll figure it out later.
That was a perfect white guy answer. We'll figure it out with the testing
Look,
and the
I got
and the
nerds all over this
analytics,
country.
the analytics of the nostalgia of it all.
Second marketing idea, because I was thinking about kids and stuff. The Shaq baby meal plan. Shaq, how big were you when you were born?
6'11".
6'11". Not a big baby.
And all my babies were 6'11" too.
How about that? That's consistent. But look how big you got. Your baby can get that big too with the Shaq baby meal plan. You're not a big fan.
It won't happen.
It could be regular meals, nutritious for mom and baby.
You don't know why I'm this big?
Why?
Should I reveal the secret?
Right here, right now, on the first episode of the new big podcast? Yeah, I think you should.
Right here, right now. Ready? It's called FFOD. When I was young, I overdosed on Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes overdose.
Every day.
Bro, when you grow up in the projects, it's cereal in the morning, cereal at lunchtime, cereal at night, cereal when your parents go to bed. And
Milk every time, or?
Sometimes, in the words of my grandmama, you better put some water on that shit if you ain't got no milk. So, yeah, Frosted Flakes.
Every day.
Every day. All day, every day.
Do you still eat Frosted Flakes?
Hold on. Every now and then when payday was coming around, you had to take cornflakes and put the sugar on them to emulate the Frosted Flakes.
Right. I even did that.
That's why I'm so big, Frosted Flakes. That's it. That's all I ate, bro, growing up. And that's why I love Frosted Flakes to this day.
Jamal Crawford hits me with this all the time, where we'll do something, he'll go, you ever think you'd do something like that? And I'd be like, no, I didn't. You ever think that you'd be in a commercial with Tony the Tiger?
No, never. But,
Right?
But I always dreamed about it.
You did. Do you believe in visualization?
Yes.
Yeah.
I call it dreamful attraction. And it started as a youngster being on punishment. Like you're in that zone, and then so you don't go to the D.
Depression.
Yes, so you don't go to that. Like no,
Not
so
the other D.
yeah. So yeah.
Man, we got to clarify.
So
You're the only one that calls it that.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I don't want to offend people, and I know it's a real thing. So I know we joke a lot.
All right, in our first reveal of what did Shaq order on Amazon?
Oh, that Shaq buys on Amazon.
That Shaq buys on Amazon.
This is the first annual. So this one right here. All you people that mess with me in them streets, I got something for your ass. Oh yeah, I got something for your ass.
So did something happen for you to be like, I need a taser?
No, just.
Did you search taser, or did it pop up in a recommended?
It popped up, and it's something small, something I can keep in your pocket. I want to use it, so test me. Say something, Adam.
That's really loud.
Say something, Adam. I'll tase you right now.
And we do have our producer Shane's son, Jace.
All right, hold on.
No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
Anybody takes this tase, hold on. Anybody takes 2 seconds of this taser right now gets 5 stacks.
$5,000?
Yes, $5,000. 2 seconds.
Our producer Shane's eyes lit up.
Do it.
You've been tasered before?
Anybody?
Does that mean you do it?
Okay.
All right, so I will say this.
Hold on.
This is something that
Item
could happen
number 2.
at a live event. Okay, this is another thing you ordered?
Yes.
Whoa. Hold on. Are we sure about this? I don't know. Here's what we'll do. Are we having like social media accounts for this show? Big podcast? Okay. If I don't know what to say. I was going to be like, hit us up if you want to get tased by Shaq. That's not a good idea.
Actually,
don't send us videos of you being tased.
Actually, you know what? One of my good friends did it. His name is Chicago, Tony from Blue Chips, and here's the footage of him doing it for $8,000.
You know what it is, man?
Let's go to another segment. This is sponsored by The General, our amazing friends at The General. Incredible adjustable rates that you could do to fit whatever you need. Who You Wit, which is, again, your favorite thing, picking NBA games. What I'm going to do, because I've realized you're not the biggest NBA fan all the time, these are Christmas games, I am going to try and hype them up to see if I can get you interested in the game. Okay? First game. Cue the music. Coming to the city that never sleeps, Giannis Antetokounmpo comes motivated and angry to take on the New York Knicks. Can Giannis be the king of New York? Are you interested in the game?
Yes, I'm watching that game.
It is the early game.
What time?
That is going to be like your noon on Christmas Day.
Got it.
You have said before that Giannis has Superman G14. The only guy that I've ever heard you say can also be called Superman. How honored should he feel of that distinction? Do you think he realizes how big of a deal that is?
I don't know if he should be honored. You know, this is his time.
And you see yourself in him a little bit?
Early, the early Shaq.
Orlando Shaqs.
Orlando Shaq used to take it and just dribble and run people over and do all that. But I respect him because he does it the right way. He's a great player. He doesn't cry. He doesn't complain. He doesn't try to join the super teams. He's not saying, oh, I want to play like that. Ask him about it. He said, no, I don't want to play with LeBron. I want to beat him. And then, like, if you look at his story, like he was, you know, just like I didn't have
Poor as poor can be in Greece.
Poor as poor can be. And then so
selling stuff on the side of the road.
Yeah, so to do that, to come where you are, I really respect him. But I don't know if he should be honored that I call him Superman.
I will also try and do my part and give you guys bets because I'm a gambler to try and make our listeners some money. I'm taking Brook Lopez over blocks. Played the Knicks twice this year. Has 11 blocks in those 2 games.
You're gonna have to teach me how to. You're gonna have to teach me how to WMG. White man gamble.
Okay, how is that different than BMG?
BMG is, I bet you $20 they win or lose. That's it.
And white man gamble is you look up statistics and analytics
points and
trends.
Bro, we ain't got time to do all that.
I like that. BMG versus WMG. Okay, second game.
Hold on. moms with newborns.
Okay.
Do not make us do math. Okay?
Oh, like how many weeks?
Yes, when I say how old your baby is, don't say 39 months. Now I got to go 12 into 39. Just say 3. Okay, I don't feel like doing math.
Yeah, like my son's like 3 weeks, and be like, how old's your son? About a month, bro. I don't know.
That's it.
Okay, I like that.
39 weeks. Damn, lady.
All right, second game. Arguably the 2 best players currently in the NBA. An arguable top 5 player in Steph Curry heads to the reigning NBA champion Denver Nuggets and Nikola Jokic in the game that tips off around 2:30 on Christmas Day. Shaq, would you watch that game?
I would definitely watch. My favorite player will be playing.
Yeah.
And the newest member of the Big Man Alliance will also be playing.
My question for you. Nikola Jokic has, I believe, how many MVPs at this point?
I think 2.
2. Giannis has 2. Both have a finals MVP. In the all-time rankings, who do you have higher right now? Jokic or Giannis? We have a head turn.
What position is Giannis?
Giannis, I would say, is a 4, and I'd say Jokic is a 5.
All right, so there you go. So you have the new Shaq versus Tim conversation.
You can still compare the two.
No, you cannot. Don't ever compare me to no power forward. I don't want to hear it.
So then would you say we shouldn't compare? So
I'm asking you. I don't.
Now I would argue that I
think we
think you could play with Jokic. You playing with Giannis would be tough because the lane would get crowded. You would still dominate.
No, he wouldn't.
You and Jokic would
he
be.
wouldn't be in the lane. Stay out, man. We don't need all that right now.
My bet for that game is Jokic points and rebounds. He's going to just dominate. No Draymond inside. He went 35 and 13 last game.
I'm going to need a tutoring class. So next time we come, I'm going to have a pen and pad, and you have to tell me what.
Okay.
I don't understand that. When I'm looking at these betting websites, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Seriously.
Like the minus 110 and the plus 150s.
I don't know what any of that means, so you're going to have to break it down for me.
I just don't want to get you addicted, but we'll get there. Aren't you big points bet Australia guy?
Of course I am.
You're the face of points bet?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
I understand that.
Yeah. Okay, third game of the day. This is, we're sitting down for Christmas dinner. Arguably the greatest rivalry in NBA history. 2 franchises, 34 titles combined. Celtics, Lakers. Shaq, are you watching?
This may be the best Christmas lineup I've seen in a
It's
while.
pretty darn good.
Oh, like really?
Is it that good, or is it just because I'm hyping them up?
No, it's like
Okay.
It's like there's players you want to see. You want to see Steph. You want to see Joker. You want to see Celtic. You want to see.
So this is LeBron and AD versus Tatum and Brown.
Starting at 12.
This would be like your 5 o'clock.
No, but I just have to.
Oh yeah, they all started around noon
Start my day. Wake
on
up.
the 4-letter network that shall not be named.
I'll be up. Definitely gonna be up.
So you're definitely watching that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up.
My question for you would be, as a Laker, an all-time Laker, one of the greatest of all time, how did you feel about them hanging the in-season tournament banner?
It was a loophole there. Would you like to hear the loophole?
I would love to hear the loophole.
What colors are the banners?
They are all yellow and purple, and this one is black and gold.
So it's not really a banner. It's just a flag. What I call an accoladed flag.
Because there's that clip of Kobe going around where he says, we don't hang division banners, we only hang championships.
But hold on, it is a championship.
It is a championship.
But the loophole is, so like I said, it's a accoladed flag.
Okay. And you're okay with it?
If they would have had a yellow, I'd have been upset.
But because it's black and gold.
It's an accoladed flag.
Gotcha.
Loophole. Yes, so I don't mind.
In that game, I am taking the third quarter under.
See, what the hell does that even mean?
So,
What the hell does that even mean?
well, I'm a psycho, and I bet quarters because of this. When you would play in an NBA game, when did you typically, you would start and you'd come out at what time in the first quarter?
8,
You come out at 8. And then when would you come back in?
6, 4.
Of the second quarter.
No, first quarter.
So, okay, so you'd sit for 2 minutes and then come back in. And then would you play the second quarter?
Yes.
Okay, I look at rotations. So Jokic plays the whole first quarter, and then sits for half the second.
On today's episode of White People Got Too Much Time on Them.
You told me, you literally said 2 minutes ago, teach me white guy betting.
Yes, I want to learn, but that's
all right, I'm just taking third quarter under because the Celtics have gone under in 12 of 13 third quarters on the road. I'm a psycho. This is what I do. Okay, fourth game.
Damn, another game?
There's 5.
Oh, my God.
Okay. You might be done after the third
Yeah,
one.
I'm going to be done with the third.
Some would argue the most dominant big man currently in the NBA goes to the house that Shaq brought a title, the Miami Heat. Sixers at Heat, 8 o'clock. Not watching this one.
No.
Okay. My question for you, because you rolled your eye at dominant, was...
Did you say dominant?
This was part of the question. Embiid is currently averaging 34.4 points per game.
Yeah.
He is number 1 in the NBA.
Yeah.
If he finishes the year at number 1, it would be the 3rd straight year that he leads the league in points. Is Joel Embiid dominant?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just telling you, I've gotten into so many times where Shaq has rolled his eyes and yelled at us in the commercial break for using the word dominant on TNT.
Numbers don't
You'll
lie.
say Embiid is dominant.
Yeah. Numbers don't lie.
I feel like you're proud of Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys that you called out early on, and I feel like he used it instead of you're smiling.
That means my plan is working. And the diabolical Dr. Shaquille O'Neal does it again.
Yeah. Well, he does the thing you say, which is he'll start off in the first quarter and he'll drop like 11 or 12. And then he'll come back in the third quarter and he'll drop another 11 or 12. And simple math, all right, now you just need like 6 points in the second and the fourth and you're at 30.
That's it. That's how you do it. It's a simple game. Now, at some point, with the 3
Scoring titles.
scoring titles,
Yeah.
if you don't want idiots like Mad Dog, if you don't want idiots like Mad Dog talking, now's that time. Because I was doing the same thing, and then Kareem broke my heart. But I knew I don't have G14 classification to ever say anything but Kareem. And like he said it on national TV, and he said it with a straight face. It's like Kareem, Shaq is this, he's averaging that. And Kareem said, but he hasn't won a championship yet. Broke my heart. Like, really. And then not only that, back then, that was when every time we lost, I was getting swept, which is making me look like a bum.
Yeah.
No, think about it. But I can't imagine me saying F Kareem. You can't.
No.
I don't have that. And like, if it was anybody else, I probably got upset. But, bro, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, my idol.
I don't think people realize how great. I mean, Kareem won at every level. He never lost. At UCLA, he was dominant. In high school, he was dominant. He goes to the Lakers and he's the most points ever, 6 championships. You ever see that clip of him playing Dr. J one-on-one?
Saw that.
And Dr. J looked like he could do nothing.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh man, that's what I like to bring back, the one-on-one challenge in the NBA.
And to solidify what Kareem said, I called my idol, my dad. I said, man, you hear what Kareem said? You know what my dad said? Said, he's right, motherfucker. You out there doing movies and shit. And hung up.
Hung up on you?
Yeah. So I knew.
Was this Blue Chips or Kazam?
No, this is way after. Because remember when I went out there, I was 20, 30. I was balling, but we get swept in the playoffs. Like every year, Western Conference Finals. My father was like, he's right. You out there fucking around.
My bet for that game is Philly to win the third quarter. Okay, last game of the night. These two teams had tons of animosity in one of the most epic beatdowns in a Game 7. The Dallas Mavericks embarrassed the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker, Luka Doncic in the Battle in the Desert. Are you watching that one? That's at like 10 p.m.
Actually, yeah, because I'm going on a road trip the next day, so I'll be in the house. I'm gonna just go on a little road trip, so yeah, I'll probably be watching the game. But it's not something I'm gonna be paying attention to.
Yeah, but we got you got the Suns coming together. KD, Booker, Luka's playing MVP level right now. He's in the conversation. I'll say I don't think he's the favorite, but he's right up there. He's right under Embiid at like 33 points per game right now. The Big Podcast with Shaq is presented by The General. You know Shaq loves The General, has been with him his whole life. And The General is here to help you out as well. They offer flexible payment plans, the ability to pick your due date, low rates, and low down payments. The General has been offering quality coverage for 60 years. So just head to thegeneral.com to get a quote. You know the jingle, don't even got to say it. And it wouldn't be the Big Podcast if it wasn't presented by The General. Because it is our Christmas episode, do you have a holiday food, and we'll include Thanksgiving too, that is your favorite?
My Christmas wish is for every little kid that thinks he's not getting something to get an abundance of gifts. When I was with Toys R Us, it was a stat that was very amazing but sad. 15 million kids will wake up and not receive a toy. I wish I could change that. I've always said if every big-time person did something in their hood, in their city, the world would be a better place. My dream before I leave is to do a 50-city Shaq-a-Claus. Like, for example, where you from?
Philadelphia area.
So Philly, from 11 to 12, you pass out a bunch of toys. Where you from, Shane? Illinois. He do something in Illinois. Where you from? So, like everybody, like every big-time person, just do something for somebody in your area. So I've been doing Shaq-a-Claus. This is my 22nd year. McDonough, Atlanta, East Point.
And so how do you figure out who to give the toys to?
Well, there's like, organizations that say we have from age group to,
right.
And then I don't let them tell me what they want. You tell me their age group. I've got kids and I got friends.
You know what they like.
It's from 2 to 16. Everybody like PS5s or whatever. Everybody like bikes. So
right.
I personally go shopping, me and the boys, and we just go. So we
and then you do on some drones for yourself.
I sure do.
Yep.
So we buy a lot of toys and we just pass them out. But if everybody else could be happy, I'm happy. I've been blessed for a long time. Whenever I start getting down and get sad, I look in the mirror and be like, shut the hell up. It could be worse. Man up. Like I can hear my father's voice. Shut your ass up. Man up. Like the day I know you heard this story, but I just want to tell it. The day I found out there's no such thing as pressure, first time playing against the Knicks. And I'm up there, 100 tickets, family. Patrick kills me, destroys me. And my father's very upset. We had to fly somewhere. We had a couple of days off. He said, hey, what happened? You couldn't handle the pressure? In a calm voice. And I gave him the wrong answer. I couldn't handle pressure. Get your ass home. Private jet, get home. Now he's talking military talk. I know he's not going to beat me up, but I know he's not happy. You have your ass at my house tomorrow at 0600. Now I got to go do math again. 0600. I'm like, damn.
Midnight plus 6.
Yeah, so 6 a.m. So I get up at 5, go to his house, and he's already dressed. And I knock on the door, come on. So we ride, and under a bridge, I see a family. And we're just sitting there looking. And we're just looking. And I was like, what? There's something, shut the fuck up. And he said, you know what pressure is? I said, no. He said, pressure is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. And we're looking at the family. Now he says, get out. Get out. And I was like, what do you mean? Get out. You know what to do. So I made contact with the family, and the guy was a proud man. So he said, man, I lost my job. I'm looking. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You know who I am, right? Yeah. Your dad comes by. He brings me stuff. Your dad's a good man. I said, that's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Adam, you still got that 3-bedroom? How much is the rent? $2,000 a month? $2,024. All right, I'm going to have my boy bring you the cash. My boy going to move in. I said, my man, I got to do something or he going to kill me. Let me put you in an apartment for a year. Just get you on your feet. Man, how can I pay better? He said, what are you looking to do? I could do everything, man, whatever. Oh, you cut grass? Hold on. Shane, you still got that lawnmower company? I tell you what, I got this guy who need a job. Hook him up, and whatever you give him, holler at me. I'll get it back to you. So the guy, he was doing that. About 5 years, I had forgot all about him, right? And then I get a thing in my thing. This guy that worked up enough to start his own lawn company. He was doing my lawn at the big house. I don't like to use the word fire, just had to terminate the contract because I sold the house in Orlando. But the moral of the story is pressure is where you don't know where your next meal is coming from. So I've never felt pressure ever again because it could be worse. Like this guy was him, his wife, and 2 beautiful kids laying in the middle of the street, bro, with nothing. That's pressure.
And that Shaqspirational moment is brought to you by BetterHelp. That was awesome. No, I'm being very sincere.
No, that's a true story. He said, "Get out." My father was like a ghetto Mr. Miyagi.
The Big Podcast by Shaq is brought to you by BetterHelp. Look, I use BetterHelp. I have sessions once a week. It's been amazing. And if you're even thinking about getting into therapy, I highly recommend checking out BetterHelp. It is entirely online. It is convenient. It is flexible. You just fill out a brief questionnaire. You're matched with a therapist. And from there, it's your sessions however you want it. This is what I'd love to you guys to do. BetterHelp.com/Shaq, SHAQ, and you get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP/Shaq, and get on there and mess with those mentals, man. Feel better in this new year, BetterHelp.com. Our producer Shane has sent us 2 quotes each from Christmas movies, and we have to read them to each other. And if they don't, whoever gets the least amount right, Shane is challenging us to a push-up challenge, which he will compete in with us as well and do the push-ups next to us. Shaq, I'm going to go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
But all things being equal, I'd rather be in Philadelphia.
I am going to go Die Hard. Am I right?
Shane just gave you a layup because you're from Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
not going to lie.
No, that's good.
The reason that I know
Yeah.
is because I knew he told me that something about movie stuff, and I came with my own quotes, and I had that one down. So I got a lucky. No, but
it.
he didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that's what it was going to be.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I was
Okay.
going to say
Yeah,
from that
sure.
one.
Sure. Okay, you got it.
Okay. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Home Alone.
Nailed it. Good job.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you
okay. All right. Cool.
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get you a little yellow-bellied.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 10.
All right. Now I'm back in the game. You'll never get this one.
Damn.
Now it's a Stoli. Give me the watch. Looking like a Mississippi pimp. Bitch better have my sweet potatoes.
All right, one more time.
Now it's a Stoli. Give me the watch. Looking like a Mississippi pimp. Bitch better have my sweet potatoes.
I'm going to say it's Trading Places, but I don't know what it is. What is it?
Friday After Next. Yes, I have a chance.
It's a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yeah, Friday After Next.
All right, I'm using a different one because I'm not.
See,
This one's
see.
too easy.
That's you little cheater.
But it's still a big Christmas movie.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
You smell like
You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. While you think about that one, let me see if you would have gotten this one. Because you definitely, I'm not giving you this one.
Okay.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Oh, you wouldn't have gotten that one either?
No.
Okay, that was A Christmas Story. Back to mine. You smell
Black
like
people
beef-
don't watch A Christmas Story.
Exactly. Okay, so you've definitely seen this. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. Give you
What?
5 seconds.
What?
4. You have to guess.
I don't know.
Elf.
Elf.
With Will Ferrell.
Oh my God, we're not.
What do you mean? That's a great movie.
We are not watching that.
Great white guy actor, Will Ferrell.
We are not watching that.
All right, so
All right,
it's
so
tie, 1-1.
1-1.
So that means Shane does the push-ups.
Bonus.
Do you have more?
A Christmas movie?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, here, I got one for you. Shitter's Full.
No, what is that?
No. The movie with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Nobody watching that, bro.
So what's your favorite Christmas movie then?
Scrooge.
Oh, with Bill Murray?
Bog. Yeah, I'm Bog. Yeah, Scrooge.
Well, neither of us have to do push-ups now, so that's pretty cool. I want to shout out our producer, Shane, for putting this whole thing together.
I don't think I need to.
New partner, Brand, an amazing team at Playmaker. We are excited to build the show and the big podcast network, Shaq. Congratulations on that. And the unsung heroes behind the scenes, ABG, CAA, Silver Tribe, made the show possible.
Next week, we're going to do the Shaq Podcast Cinnamon Challenge.
And that has been the big podcast where we do everything big.